Okay, Coach. Well, the skies are clear. The sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Wentz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lynch running the counter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180! You ain't doing nothing today. Kill.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Tight down. There you go. Lady.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, "Hey, these pants make me look fat?" And we said, "Nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy."
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Watch tight end.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Wentz. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling up.
Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III.
In your face. Ready?
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready? Check it out. Check 13. Check General West. Check 3. Check 3. Motion.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. We're scoreless after 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Jump. Pilot, 64, weak. 49.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Ready? Lock 6-6. Pull it high. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Ready?
2nd down and 10. Darnold. He's got it. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Wentz now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He's checking, man.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
218, chop. You go, see. Man, check 31, check 31. Hey, Alpha. 31's the mic. Okay, double up.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The open man is Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 43. Back. The lady. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Rush in. Watch twins. 22 jet bomber. Slam.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think Le'Veon Bell's now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State and now into the National Football League. First down, a run line with Smallwood. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Jets 14, Eagles nothing. Brett Maher sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
80 weapons. Check 59. Mike is 80. 59.
Darnold on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Rashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Recon, 132 fighter. Mike,
After the interception, here's Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw again on second down. Darnold looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Bell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Maher able to put this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ram. Jim. Hey, stand. 41's the mic. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing his wins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch gears. 61, matchbox lights.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie!
Now it's Darnold. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down.
It's just me and you. Check three.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got him. Buzz. Be ready. Buzz. Check. 59.
Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Mike is 59.
Go.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that's caught by Smith. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Let's get it.
Darnold from the gun. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. They run again on first down with Smallwood. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Who draw Corker?
That's a lady.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He gets it to Brown, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Switch. Lady. Mike, check. 59.
General West.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll try again with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Darnold down to throw. This is caught. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Lynch. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 44, Wentz. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
On 1st and 10, White. Complete. Smith has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run, Smallwood.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Third and less than a yard.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Now White. This one complete to Smallwood. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a carry for Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man out. Mike's back.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. The big fella. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Another run with Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Scott. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Wentz. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
36, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And